Welcome. This is the live option chain, the one screen where you read what the options market is actually doing, strike by strike, in real time. At the top you can see the current spot price, the change on the day, and a small live badge that tells you the data is streaming from the real market feed, not a simulation. Now, let's start at the very top left with this dropdown. This is where you choose what to analyze. Inside it you will find two groups. First, the indices Nifty, Bank Nifty, SENSEX and FIN Nifty. And below them, every futures and options stock the exchange lists, Reliance, TCS, and hundreds more. Whatever you pick here drives the entire screen underneath it, the expiries, the strikes, the Greeks, the open interest, all of it. So this one drop-down is where every option analysis begins. Let's use it. Now watch the expiry row, right here, as I change that drop-down. With Nifty selected, look, a whole row of weekly expiries, this week, next week, and the monthlies stretching out. Indices expire every week, so you get many. Now I'll switch the drop-down to a stock Reliance. Watch the expiry row, it collapses to a single monthly date. That's the rule on the Indian market, indices trade weekly options, individual stocks are monthly only. So the moment you change what you are analyzing, the expiries redraw to match it, you never have to remember which is which. Let me switch back to Nifty. Just under the expiries sits the summary strip, 4 numbers that frame everything below. ATM IV, the implied volatility at the money strike, the market's own price of expected movement. When this number is high, options are expensive, when it's low, they're cheap. Days to expiry, how much time is left, and this matters more than beginners think, because an option's time value bleeds away faster and faster as this number falls towards zero. Market lot, the exchange lot size for this symbol, 65 for Nifty, that's how many units a single contract controls, so it's the base of every position size and margin calculation you'll do. And PCR, the put-call ratio, total put open interest divided by total call open interest. Above 1, more puts are being written than calls, below 1, more calls. Traders read it as a rough sentiment gauge, but as a contrarian one, so don't take it at face value. And in the chain itself, the highlighted row in the middle is the at-the-money strike, the one nearest the current price, and the most actively traded. Every one of these 4 numbers updates the instant you change the symbol or the expiry above. Here is the part most chains don't give you. Every single strike is clickable. I'll click the at-the-money strike, and a live chart of that exact option opens right here on the same screen. You never leave the chain. And this is not the index chart. This is the real, tick-by-tick premium of this one contract. Because what you actually trade is the option, not the index, so this is the price that truly decides your profit and loss. Inside the chart there are 2 controls that matter. First, C and P. I'll flip between them, the call side, then the put side, the same strike, both premiums. When you are deciding whether to buy a call or a put, this shows you which side is actually trending instead of guessing from the index. Second, the time frame. I'll drop it to 15 minutes and then up to the hourly. Here's why both matter. The 1-minute and 5-minute charts show you the entry, the exact moment the premium turns. The 15-minute and hourly show you the bigger picture, whether the move actually has legs or whether you are about to buy into a spike that's already fading. The trick is to line them up, enter on the fast chart, but only in the direction the slow chart agrees with. And crucially, you are reading the options on premium across these timeframes, the real thing you are buying, not the index as a proxy for it. That difference is what saves you from a call that looks right on the index and still loses money to time decay. Let me close this and go back to the chain. Now the Manage button, top right. This is where you make the chain yours. I'll open it and you get to controls. Columns switch on exactly the data you care about: open interest, the change in OI, implied volatility, delta, the build-up label, volume, and hide the rest, so the screen isn't a wall of numbers. And strikes, how many strikes around the money to show? 5 for a tight view, 10, 15, or all for the full ladder. I'll set it to all, and the chain expands to every strike. Save it, and it's remembered next time. A clean chain you can read beats a complete one you can't. One last control, this little checkbox, per lot OI and volume. By default, open interest and volume are shown in raw units, lakhs and crores of shares, which is hard to feel. I'll tick the box and every OI and volume number converts into lots, the unit you actually trade in. Now when a strike reads, say, 2000 lots of open interest, that's 2000 contracts someone is holding, a number that means something to a trader. A small toggle, but it turns abstract share counts into positions you can reason about. And that is the option chain. Pick your symbol, read the summary strip, open any strike's own live chart on the same screen, shape the columns to what you trade, and switch to lots when you want position sizes. It shows you what the market is doing right now. It does not predict what it will do next. That part is still yours. Thanks for watching.